match. Here comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Gotta do this. Come on.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Good anti-air. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Fireball from very low. What's next here? What are they thinking here? They break things off to take a quick breather. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. Where's their... What a finish! Great meat on the life gauge there. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. The super lands a punish counter for the first hit. Grabs him. Gets out of there with the backdash. He sees it coming and blocks it out. The drive impact doesn't get them the punish counter, but it's still good. Connects with medium kick. They were right to be on guard there. Player 1 chases them down. Very solid corner switch. What'll happen here? Jumps up. The throw missed. Going in. Grabs them with the embrace. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. There's a change of sides. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. And whips! They're wide open! Wow, reads the counterattack! Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? Checking with the fireball. How will they react? A real test of nerves here. A single hit will do it. Not much movement, but the thinking caps are just... This is gonna hurt. Big drive, excellent block. Big kick out of nowhere. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
They are letting it fly from the get-go. Long range. Oh, burnout trigger. Player 1 makes it look easy. Perfect gauge management. With super arts into play, it's really anything. There's the counter we wanted. Crowns them from above. Player 2 is in burnout state, a very precarious situation. This is where we can expect some major pressure. This is a complete punish counter on reaction. I can't believe it. It is over. That was a fight heard around the world. Yo, talk that. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Blocks it. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Three glove. Anything could happen here. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. They break things off to take a quick breather. Neither fighter wants to get stuck in the corner as they continue to duke it out mid-stage. Long, low attack hits. From up above. Throws them to start the corner pressure. Takes a trip. They gotta take advantage of this drive differential. Jump! Aerial toss! Knockdown and... Player 1, this is gonna be bad news. Player 1, KO. Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Opts to create space to start. Throws up, hits him with a stop and bomb. Jumps up. Revolt. Both fighters having a full super art gauge means positioning is critical here. Sure you can. Going in. Gets scooped from down low. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 will brush that off and keeps going. Revolt ices it. Both fighters planning something? Time to reassess the situation? Ooh, you never know. Excellent block!
Hadouken!
Checking with the fireball. How will they? Ooh, what a smart throw! What's next? Hugs nothing but air! Critical art is on. Whoa! Critical art out! This is gonna kill! No doubt about it!
Sit down and shut up!
Flatline zone! Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jinrai kick for a mix. Hits him with a stopping block. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. Neither fighter is willing to back down from this exchange.
How's this?
They can open up this round big by converting this punish counter. Takes the chance to hurt him. All right, what's coming up next? Chops him with a shoryu. Taking stock. Player one can't use any more drive without burning out. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Just goes for it at this range. KO. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Flashes him. Hits him with a stopping block. 3-volt ices him. Player one did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their grounding. Going in, free glove. Was hungry for the grab. Quick breather. They gotta press here to take advantage of this drive gap. Throwing some shade. Our fighters are at a standstill. What brushes that off and keeps going? Uses the gauge for a super art. The super hits and this looks like it's gonna kill.
In ruin.
Put them on a t-shirt with that finish. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight.
Opens with a jump in. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Player two took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. Were they baiting them into that? Nails the 3-ball. Player two, stone cold and break. You can't block those. Dangerous range here. Blocks that off. Portable on incoming. This can lead to some big damage. The drive impact doesn't work. Oh, here we go. What a super art to show them what our PhD fighters can do for you. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it.
Bet that hurt.
Lands the super. Time for dessert. Player one with the rhythm owning that space. Takes the ball. Are you kidding me? That was a fight heard round the world. Yo, top that.
A new warrior has entered the ring!
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
You ready? Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round 1. Fight!
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checks with the projectile. The drive impact nets them a sweet punish counter. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Beautiful setup with that attack. All right, what's coming up next? Long low attack hits. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Knockdown. Picture perfect punish counter. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Medium kick hits. The kick hits! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Immediate jump in. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out hits them with a stop and bomb. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Drive gauge is looking bad. What'll they do now? What'll happen here? Awesome! Long range fireball to break the silence. They're going for the super arc? Oh yeah, that's what I like to see! Shin, Ryu, Ripper!
Bet that hurt.
Player 1 will need to use their meters here, burn out, but they may have a plan here. Are we gonna... The low kick hits! Flatline zone! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Start, this is gonna hurt. In the last round, it's now a reversal. Crowns them from above. The jump knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Player 1 blocks the low kick. Blocks that off. Okay, nobody blink. Okay, shoots their shot. Oh, the drive impact hits for a punish. Oh, here we go. Oh my God, they just choked it up. Frozen. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Player 2 is in a very what a sick counter. It's like they knew exactly what was gonna happen. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Drops that off. With the impact. Nice counter. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Trips them up. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. All right. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge.
How's this? How's this?
Absorbs the attack and fires back. Knockdown. Player 2 chases them down. In a dire situation, it heats it up with a combo into super. Taking KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Fight!
Immediate jump in. Brushes that off and keeps going. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Super! Oh, muscle stuff charges forward. They were right to be on guard there. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Drive gauges, were they baiting them into that? Oh, they're in the corner. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to tank. Going in? Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Close range projectile. Shoryu! What'll happen here? The kick hits! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? It's time for both fighters to lay it all on it. Hits them with a stop and pop. And whiffs! They're wide open! Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking? Burns out! Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Rushes in. Connects with the throw. Oh, here we go. Player 2 can't use drive anymore. Side switch. Player 1 is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. Nothing stops this train. Ooh, the drive impact hits for a punish. Burnout, but they may have a plan here. Finds the target. This can lead to some big damage. Player, are you kidding me? Player 1 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all.
Great match. Here comes a new challenger.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Gotta do this. Come on.
Let me have some fun.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Uh-oh. Falls short. Almost had it, but he gets blocked. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Throws him down. Trips him up. Player 2 with the life lead. Bops him with a target combo. Neither of them willing to back off here. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Can't tech the throw? Taking stock. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Medium gets him. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
How's this?
They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Medium kick hits. Checks them with a projectile. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Jumps up. Shoryuken. Misses the grab. Grabs and throws him away. Medium kick. Still slugging it out at this range. The drive impact is denied. Chin-right kick for a mix-up. Drive impact misses. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Oh, here we go. Can they close? Ooh, what a smart throw. No, critical art now? Only a little bit of drive and life left. Oh, yo, raw super hit. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Player 2 flipping the script with a turnaround breakthrough with the throw. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Medium kick hits him with a stop and bop. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Gets a good read on their opponent. Both fighters have used up a generous amount of drive already. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. Neither of them willing to back off here. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Life lead opens up. Awesome! Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Trying to read each other here? Feeling out the spacing. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Burnout activates. Picks up the win with the projectile. Good read. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Are we going to see some fireworks here? The grab misses. Both fighters want to establish and brushes that off and keeps going. A quick breather. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the good heads-up decision, opting for the drive impact. What'll happen here? Uses the gig for a super art. Oh, no question whether this super art is going to kill or not. There it is! They knew it'd be enough. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Lots of aggression from both sides. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Tries to throw but doesn't connect. Pressuring the situation with the charge in. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Decides to spend the meter to open up for more chances. Taking stock. Can't tech the throw? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Impacts are no-go. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. KO! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Going on the offensive? Hits him with a stop and bop. Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Medium kick hits. Breaks their guard with a throw. Here comes the mix-up. Players, there's a wall flat. They can't do anything now. Big throws. Going in? Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Going for the conclusive kill with that super. What a move. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Fight round. Fight.
How's this?
Sure you can? The last round. It's now or never. Oh, the throw connects. Grabs and throws and brushes that off and keeps going. Player 1 turning it right up with the super. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale.
Bet that hurt.
Good presence of mind to pull the trigger. Punish counter sets the table. They're hurt big time. Close range projectile. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? Connects with the throw. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? They are done! Woo, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good.
Here comes a new challenger.
Give me that drama. Give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time.
Here's to round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Goes for the surprise rush in. Backs them into the corner. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Picture perfect punish count. Sticks the combo. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Knockdown. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. Brushes that off and keeps going. Both fighters are barely alive. Three glove! It's been a fight, so both players decide to stand down and catch their breath. Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. Trying to read each other here? Both of them are low on health and are playing very cautiously right now. Jumps in, KO! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
How's this?
G-right kick for a mix-up. Connects with medium kick. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to hit them with a stopping bomb. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact.
Bring in the heat!
Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here.
Bet that hurts.
Oh wow, look at that. Fools them and locks them in embrace.
It's over.
No, this'll break them. Going in, player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage.
Yes.
Very nice, three glove. Even the slightest hit may end the round. They can't afford any mistake. Closes it out. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Hope you'll put up a fight.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Deftly shuts out the jumper. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Trips him off. Hold your breath. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big that they can capitalize. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Decides to go in with the target combo. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. The drive impact doesn't get them the punish counter, but it's still good. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just hold your breath. Punishes that ill-timed attack with a drive impact. Very bad choice there. And a KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
How's this?
Jinrai kick for a mix-up. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Still very hits him with a stopping pop. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Brings out the level 3 super. When you go for it, you gotta go big. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. What'll happen here? Fireball into the corner. They're trying to force the opponent into making a mistake. Zones with the fireball. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. They must have a glove tap to close it. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Goes with the projectile for their opening shot. This is the start of the round. How will they start their approach? The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Throws them down. Trying to lead each other here? The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. Takes a trip. Projectile to try and change the situation. The jump in is denied. Taking stock. Player 1 KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Player 1 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Goes for it all, but just misses. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. What'll happen here? There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. This Dragon Lash Flame could be big. Jinrai brushes that off and keeps going. Psycho Storm's bringing a flurry of pain right to their doorstep. Psycho Cannon's activated. Let's see what they do now. The super doesn't hit. But the throw is denied. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Oh, the throw connects. Oh, snipe. And that's not gonna hit. That was the highest I've ever seen. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Fight round. Fight.
Opens with a jump in. Who will come out on top in this final round? Brushes that off and keeps going. Connects with the throw. The feeling out phase is over. Time to get down. Sets up with the jump in. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Okay, here we go. Fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale.
That hurt.
Close range projectile. They're hurt overhead. This is gonna hurt. Player 1 is in a very good spot. Damn, so something nasty's coming with the Psycho Cannon. Oh, come on, kid. Why would you use the super? Ugh, take us! That fighter was not cleared for takeoff! Player one made some smart moves there! Great game!